Hey guys, how's everyone? I've invested some time into learning Lei, and if you can tell, I love the character. I think he's stylistically the best character in Tekken. Both his fighting style and his stance transitions. Um, I mean, hell, his hair looks cool as fuck. Now, I think I have a good understanding of Lei's mechanics, and also because everyone whines about fighting Lei so much, I try to demystify the character in this series. I hope you walk away from this series with a certain appreciation of his incredible design, knowledge of his moves, his stances, and hopefully you can apply that to your own offense or defense. If you're playing with Lei, use this knowledge to beat people up. If you are fighting Lei, you'll have better defense. Now, for this series, I don't have a set agenda, but I am planning to make one. And the first couple of episodes, for the lack of a better word, are going to be just an overview of Lei Wulong and his movement, his stances. So let's get started with the first one. So for this one, I think we'll just go over his basic moves and the stances. So I've split the stances into two kinds: the standing stances and the ground stances. So let's get going. So for the movement, obviously if you play Tekken, you know that you can press back twice and do this like jerky backdash, and forward is forward twice. Now a lot of people do Korean backdash. So that's Korean backdash. With Lei, and specific to Lei, Lei has this. This is called colloquially the haha step because Lei makes a ha sound while doing this. But the thing is, you can do it two ways. You can just press 2 plus 4, 3 plus 4, I'm sorry, 3 plus 4 and back. It goes into this stand, which is the back turn stance. And then you press back again, it faces forward. If you want to make more distance between you and the opponent, you press back turn and then you press down back. So he goes into this crouch position and squares up. Again, this is the normal thing. This is, so you see how he's making a lot of distance. He's creating a lot of distance between himself and his opponent. So this is one of the moves I use most often to create distance. I think it's faster than a haha step and more reliable for me personally. Yeah. Anyway, so utilize that. Easy. If you're starting with Lei, I recommend starting with this first. Now, for the stances, Lei has 5 different stances, which are his standing stances. If you press 3 and 4, 3 plus 4, he goes into snake. If you want to cancel that stance, press down, he goes into his normal standing stance. So this is snake, cancel that. If you press, so the easiest way to switch between the stances, if you're not doing any move, there are ways you can go into stances using moves. For example, this would be a transition into snake, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about how you can go from a standing position, his neutral stance, to one of the animal stances. So you press 3 plus 4, you go into snake. Now you press 3 plus 4 and follow that up with 1, you go into dragon. This is what it looks like. If you press 3 plus 4 and 2, you go into panther. 3 plus 4 and 3 into tiger. And 3 plus 4 and follow that up immediately with 4, you go into crane. So just by knowing these stances, just by looking at them, it becomes clearer. In the heat of the game, when you're fighting an opponent and he is dancing on you, it seems confusing. What's this? Is this different from this? What is this? But if you just spend a little time just seeing what each looks like: snake, panther, crane, panther again, snake. So in case you want to lab the character, you can go to practice mode, pick Lei, and just 3+4 snake, follow 3+4 with follow 3+4 with 1, you go into dragon stance, follow 3+4 with 2, you go into panther, follow 3+4 with 3 into tiger, 3+4 with 4 into crane. Okay. Now, as I was showing you that, you must have noticed if I go into a stance, I can switch between stances, and for advanced players, it would be good to know what stance leads into what stance. So how I'm doing this is, let's start with the snake stance. If I am in the snake stance, if I tap down, so do like a side step, I go into panther. And for people who are playing Lei, this is a really good way to do side step because it leads you into panther, and then you have mix-ups. So panther leads you into one low attack and one mid attack, and the mid attack is a launcher, so you can go into a full-blown combo. Anyway, so switching between stances: side step right, you go into panther; side step left, you go into dragon. And then again, from panther you side step right, you go into crane; from dragon you side step left, you go into tiger. So those are the 5 stances if you want to switch between stances. But for this one, just walk away with the knowledge that this is nothing to be feared. These are just 5 stances, ground stances. I'm sorry, standing stances. Let's talk about ground stances. So Lei has the ability to lay down on the ground like this. And if you look at the move list, these have confusing names. Even I don't know what this is called. This is sidewind, head first, feet first. But the point is this: you have 4 ground stances. You have feet first, and you have head first. And look at it like this: if you are lying down feet first, you can either lay on your back or your belly. And if you're lying down head first, you can do the same. So these are four stances, right? And I will just recap what we talked about. All of the Lei stances. This is the neutral stance. You press 3 and 4 together, goes into snake. You press 3 and 4 and follow that up with 1. Go into dragon. 3 and 4 and 2, panther. 3 and 4 and 3, tiger. And 3 and 4 and 4, crane. So that's transition from neutral stance to animal stance. For ground stances, feet first on the back, feet first on the belly, head first on the belly, and head first on the back. And this was the movement. So let's say you go to the practice mode for the first time and you pick Lei, you think he looks cool and you want to play him. Start there and go to the dragon stance and press buttons. Go to the snake stance and press buttons. Okay, I think that will do it for this one. I am planning to put out more videos soon, as soon as I can make them. And it's all gonna be about Lei Wulong, some tips, tricks. I also want to mention here that there are beautiful YouTube channels that I learned from a lot of this stuff, and I want to give a shout out to them. So all times is one. All times ZZZ. That's one word. Great layer player from Germany. Also Bilal Kaka from I think Pakistan. So check those guys out as well, and they have great content. And if you like this series, please leave a comment and let me know if this format is good, if you liked it. Until next time.